you ever want to understand propaganda, you must understand rhetoric and rhetorical devices. And the first thing to realize is to remember that everyone is susceptible to certain types of propaganda. If you think you're not, you are. Let's start with the basics. What makes good propaganda? Let's start with a good speech. Speech is the best form of propaganda because it's how we tune in. And to make a good speech, obviously you have to understand ethos, pathos, logos, that sort of thing. But also you need to understand the power of rhetorical devices. One of the most powerful rhetorical devices is repetition. That's right, repetition. Repetition is one of those devices that if you know how to use, you can emphasize anything. And there's a number of great examples. I'm going to use a Shakespeare example from Julius Caesar, a friend and Roman's countryman. Mark Antony uses the same phrase multiple times during that speech. And Brutus is an honorable man. Now that could be taken in the literal sense, but its repetition changes the meaning, it changes the subtext. At the beginning, he comes out, "Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. Come I to speak for Caesar." This is where he uses the ethos. People know Brutus, they respect Brutus. But Brutus has committed this crime and has declared it a righteous and rightful tyrannicide. He has acknowledged that Brutus is an honourable man and has given him permission to speak. Antony then does a twist of pathos and logo. "I've come to speak for Caesar. He was my friend, faithful and just to me." But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. It's sneaky and yet subtle as a brick. "This was my friend, he treated me so well," but Brutus says he was evil. And Brutus wouldn't lie about that, would he? Then brings in more logos. "He brought so much to Rome. He brought you so much money. Would an ambitious man do this if he only cared about himself?" But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. And on it goes. He keeps coming back to this same phrase, Brutus is an honourable man, because that phrase, the more it is repeated, rings hollow. Because this supposed honour is juxtaposed against this horrific act. That speech is a masterclass of rhetoric. Shakespeare is so effective as a rhetorical device that I have met people who completely misinterpret that play and think that Antony is the hero. Antony and Octavian in that play are villains. That's what makes it a tragedy. The bad guys win because they understand the power of controlling the narrative. And propaganda allows them to do that. Rhetorical devices allow them to do this. Yeah, repetition. It's powerful.